Hi, I'm George Kohlrieser, Professor of Leadership and Organizational Behavior and Director of our highly successful High Performance Leadership Program here at IMD. During this program, you're going to start by understanding how the mind works and how the mindset influences high-performance leadership. It's going to be a chance to understand the cutting edge many leaders get by being able to use their mind. And then you're going to look at how leaders create the social bonding, the connection, the engaged, high-performing relationships with their followers and with teams and others. This is sometimes called emotional intelligence. Then we're going to look into the social intelligence. How do you talk to other people? How do you dialogue? How do you influence? How do you persuade? This becomes very central to being effective. How do you deal with conflict? And then look at negotiation. The whole process of how you create the right inner state will then lead to the right way of creating an external relationship, and then the right force of social intelligence.
When I heard that this is one that really focuses on the emotional aspects of leadership, I thought that this is what I need. I know a lot of techniques and I have applied a lot of techniques in my many years of leadership, but just this emotional basis, I think that's so important and I didn't find it anywhere else.
The group is very diverse. There are people from all over the world here with fascinating personal and professional stories to tell, and listening to them and seeing the challenges they've gone through and how they've overcome some real adversity is not only inspiring and fascinating, but it's also very helpful because you learn how you might be able to get over challenging situations or help someone else to get over those situations.
The other part is to understand the leader as a secure base. How does the leader create trust? Without trust, leaders are truly handicapped. We will bring in some outside speakers to discuss how their models of leading at the edge work, and how to use the brain and the brains of others to get the maximum energy from yourself in others and to be truly inspired, both yourself and others. We're going to look at the high-performance communication. How do we use words? How do we use language? How do we engage through curiosity and questions? So throughout the week, we're going to have you be looking at yourself, how you lead yourself, and then interacting with others. How do you lead others? And by the end of the week, we're going to have the opportunity to get feedback from a highly engaged coaching group and turn that feedback and the learnings into an action plan.
Every leader has situations that they need to address. That notion of fish on the table, things that we really need to talk about. HPL gives a framework and the practice and the role plays and colleagues you can really share in an open, communicative way to get to some of those really important issues you need to address in your organization.
The last thing is to be able to understand how never to be a hostage. I'm a hostage negotiator, and we bring in this red thread that throughout the week, you can understand that hostage negotiators with real physical weapons can get a 95% success rate. You as a participant will learn how to be able to use words, use language, do what hostage negotiators do to get yourself hostage-free in situations without weapons.
I'm going back with something different about me, with that changed momentum and drive to handle things differently.
I've got about 3 challenges on my plate, fish that I need to put on the table, and I'm ready to do it. I feel like I'm really ready to take the challenge, and it's because of the coaching, it's because of the role plays, and it's because of the secure base model.
It's a wonderful learning experience and I can only recommend it.